Welcome to the Save Par Golf Podcast, where two average golfers talk about golf and things. I'm your host, Eric.
I'm going to read it right off your script. I am your host, Dom.
We are currently in episode 173, and we have a very special guest today. We have Ben with Legato Golf. Legato golf balls are designed to compete with the best, combining tour-level distance, feel, and control without the heavy markup. They're a community-first brand built for golfers who love the game and demand more of their gear. Make sure to give them a follow on Instagram. Their handle is @Legato Golf. That's LEGATO GOLF. Ben, thank you so much for joining us, man.
Thanks for having me, guys. This is going to be fun.
Absolutely. Apologize if you can hear the sirens. We do have the occasional sirens. What do we have a couple weeks ago? We had some a Challenger Hellcat, maybe.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah, we had some.
Minneapolis is popping. Yeah, especially like we got the Wolves playing tonight, playing the Warriors.
Yep.
The Twins are playing right now.
So yeah, you get some noise in the background. I don't know if you can hear it, but we can, obviously. So
the Wild suck.
The Wild,
those bastards.
They're not too good.
Is that hockey?
Hey, okay, we're here to talk to you and learn more about Legato Golf. So can you just tell us the origin story of Legato Golf and how the idea came about?
Sure. So Legato was started in March of 2022. We have a parent company, and the CEO of that company is a huge golf nut and wanted to do something with golf, recognized how big it got over COVID. And, so many brands popping up around, these last 5-6 years after that. So we were kind of, in that early-ish stage, you could say, of launching. And then I came in about 2 years ago in 2023 to kind of get the socials going and try to pick up some steam, try to grow the brand, increase our brand awareness. So that's been my number one goal. And so makes me do a bunch of fun stuff, try to get as many views as possible, and get the Legato name out there.
That's awesome. Where did the name come from?
So for all the music nerds out there, not nerds, but musically gifted people, I'd like to say, legato is a musical term. So it's the opposite of staccato. Staccato being that short, quick beat tempo, and legato is more smooth, long, flowing, continuous note, or with the golf ball, kind of smooth, long flight, or the golf swing, like smooth, continuous swing. So we kind of try to mesh that and cross the two, and I think it works great, and I think it's a good catchy name for a ball. I think we've had a ton of great nicknames for. I can't even list them all. There's too many, but yeah.
I remember learning that in like middle school when I was learning how to play an instrument. They talked about that, and then I saw a golf company, and I was like, pretty sure it's a music thing. And then the other part of me was like, that's a weird language thing, maybe. And I'm like, no, it's definitely a music thing.
You're a big music guy.
Yeah.
I can't play any music, but I'm always listening to something, right? Like whether it's new music, old music, I try to surround myself with music. I bought a record player. I don't know if I told you that. Yeah, I bought a record player so I can listen to. I bought The Weeknd on vinyl.
There you go.
So, yeah, bought one of his mixtapes.
Ooh, hold on a second. My lights are dimming in here. Let me just turn them on so they don't fully dim.
Lights are going out. Oh, there we go.
They're like motion censored. So I'm just gonna.
I feel like we had this issue with somebody else. I don't remember who it was.
Honestly, I didn't even know.
We've got this fancy futuristic office with like motion censored lights. So I'd be in here sometimes and it'll go. And so I might just have to do this a few times.
Getting your jumping jacks in, workout in while you're doing the podcast. It's like you can't move a muscle, otherwise the light's just going to completely shut down.
That feels like it's out of like a Will Ferrell movie. Like Step Brothers.
I tried waving. I don't know what to do with my hands down here. Yeah.
Talladega Nights. The car handle real well. Oh, that's fantastic.
If you don't shoot Big Red, fuck you.
So what were some of the biggest challenges do you think you guys have faced kind of getting Legato Golf off the ground? I know they said there's obviously all sorts of different golf ball companies, but do you have anything that comes to mind that really was kind of difficult for you guys?
I think it's so tough because I think golf balls are some of the most understood piece of equipment and I might start rambling here, so feel free to cut me off
ramble on
whenever. But so golf balls, I think, are some of the most misunderstood piece of equipment because, but it's also the most important, and it's overlooked way too much. That the golf ball is the only piece of golf equipment that you use every single time in whatever, shot, putt, chip, drive, anything. And, people are very price sensitive. Obviously, they want to buy the cheapest ball at the highest quantity to get the best deal because it's a disposable product. You lose them. It's inevitable that you'll lose them. And if you make it last long enough, it's going to get beat up and where you have to change it anyway. So, then, with all that, and then the Titleists of the world, the TP5s, the Chrome Softs, there's a big kind of, I think, divide in golfers where there's a big split of, I'm going to buy the cheapest golf ball at the highest quantity, or I'm going to make that jump up to a tour quality golf ball at $60 a dozen. And, there's not too many options in that middle that are truly that great. So my biggest challenge, I think, is trying to convince people why they should give us a shot because, I was talking with one of our, we're talking about working with this influencer called the Golf Ball Addict. He's going to do a review on the new ball, and he's great. And I started talking with him about the Callaway Super Soft. That's like the number one selling ball on Amazon. And the only reason it is because it's a Callaway name and it's their cheapest ball. That ball is wrong for 90% of the people who are buying it. The people who are buying it are, I see kids, or not kids, I see guys my age who have a ton of swing speed and who can hit the ball decently well, and they're playing this super soft ball. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Yeah. It is. So that ball is a 55 compression golf ball, which basically, as soon as you put any swing over, say 80 miles an hour, that thing is over compressing and you're losing out on tons of performance. So even if they hit a good one with that super soft, it's not going to be as good as it really is. And I think that also, I'm not trying to trash on super soft, but that is like my,
we're learning things here. Cause
yeah.
I like this. We're nerding out on the golf ball.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm going to nerd out. Really get the opportunity to interview many golf ball companies
and get into depth like this.
Yeah. So like, that's super cool. And when you said Callaway, I mean, my first ever favorite ball was the Callaway Diablo Hex Tours.
That was a great golf ball. Yeah.
One of my favorites. And I'm sad they're not making them anymore. And if they are, I can't find them anywhere.
That's turned into the Chrome Soft, I'm pretty sure now. From what I remember, they kept that pretty same dimple pattern, like the hexagonal dimple pattern. Mm-hmm. They threw that onto Chrome Soft, and I think that Diablo, Phil was playing the Diablo ball before Chrome Soft, so that was there. That was. I
loved that ball, and now my new favorite one is just the Chrome Tour.
Yeah. I have not tried that ball yet. I've heard really, really good things about it, but I haven't had a chance to try.
I like it. I've got ones with Min Woo Lee all over them.
Oh, the chef.
Yeah, it's his little.
Is it the chef logo? Yeah.
That's yeah. And then I have the Dia de Muerto. Yeah, the Day of the Dead. Mm-hmm. I butchered that. I'm learning Spanish. That was terrible. And then I just have some white ones. I'm like the patterns are fun, stuff like that. So I got swindled into $400 for the golf balls.
Ooh, man. Yeah. See, I mean, so that's the other thing is I'm not, we're kind of in a cool spot where we know that we're, never really going to get, we're never going to get to Callaway Titleist type of, market control or, market share, but we don't really need to. We're just trying to, be as good. And for those golfers who do, who don't care about a name brand label and who are, like to find a good deal on a great quality product, that's kind of where we're at. So that makes my job, of convincing everybody, right? Is I've got to convince you why this ball is worth, giving a shot. And so I've been I've been trying to figure out some super soft content because that is really one of my biggest pet peeves, is is people playing a ball that's just completely wrong for them. And, you know, for us, the Legato ball is about as close as you can get to like a Pro V1 in terms of the construction and how firm it is. The compression rating is almost identical. They're both 3-piece golf balls. Rambling here, but I'll keep going. The other thing is like the gap in manufacturing nowadays, I think is very, very small. You know, between the basic processes and basic things that need to be done to make a golf ball, everybody's doing it. We're doing it. Titleist is doing it. All very similar. They just have the benefit of years and years of R&D and huge budgets to test and little things like that. And, you know, we obviously do not have that. So we're not like, you know, trying to ever catch up or trying to say we're going to beat it. You know, I did a carousel a few months ago that was, you know, the Legato versus the Pro V. And my goal in that was just to basically show how good it is compared to the number one ball in golf, literally. And it is damn good. It stacks right up, you know, it's right there. And then you get a bunch of these people in the comments who are like, yeah, it's never going to be as good as a Pro V1. It's like, yeah, right. Vice did this, you know, so-and-so already did this. It's never going to be like this. Like, no, you know, but it's not really our goal there. Our goal is to not beat a Pro V1. Our goal is to just be as good for half the price and to make people who, you know, realize that, see the benefit. So, all right, ramble over.
$29.99 for a dozen golf balls. And that's the LTX 3085 golf ball. It comes in both the white and the yellow. Dom has a
So funny you're talking about Pro V1. So we have the box, and I sent Derek a picture, and he obviously I just gave him these today because this is his dozen. I have mine at home, and he goes, "Dude, at first I thought you bought me a dozen of Pro V1s," and I was like, "No."
For first glance, for like a white, because they come in the black and they come in the white box too. But I got a quick text, and I got a quick glance. I'm like, "Jeff, what is that?"
Yeah, we have them right here. And then you were kind of talking about what people are thinking. I went ahead and kind of reached out to people that I know that use Legato. Mm-hmm. So we were kind of talking about it. Nelson from Tacos at the Turn. Shout out Nelson. Yep. Don't know if he's listening. Always appreciate Nelson though. We get to play golf with him soon. Yeah, I'm pumped.
Nelson's the best. What's up, Nelson?
I said he was dry once, like as like a sense of humor, because I'm very dry, and he still does not let me live that down.
Oh man.
I love Nelson. He said nothing technical, but I just like how it performs. The ball flight, the soft feel for the short game, and the way it rolls on the green. And then he said, plus Ben makes funny reels.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
So, I mean, that's a first-hand account from Nelson from Tacos at the Turn. Obviously, he's doing all sorts of videos with the Legato ball and, you know, stuff like that. He's somebody that when you send him something, he's going to use it and then be honest about it.
Totally.
And then I'm not as familiar with the birdies and the outfield guys, but I'm kind of learning about them and talking with them. They both were saying that they like the way the ball flies in the air for them, like the shot shape that they're able to do with it. They like that the ball's durable, but not, you know, like hitting a rock, right? Like there's that fine line. Ultimately, what both of them have kind of pointed out is the way they like the way it feels and then the price.
Yeah.
So when I have 3 people tell me the same thing, kind of leads me to think that they're not lying, right? So
I would hope not.
I would. I mean, they're not going to lie to me because it's like, what, you know, what does that accomplish? But you know, I trust Nelson. I'm learning to trust the birdies and the outfield guys. I've only talked to them twice, Brennan and Jomel. They made sure I knew who the black guy was and who the Asian guy was, which I thought was hilarious. If they're listening, hey guys, thank you. Text me back too, damn it. They didn't text me back. We're trying to include them in our round of golf. I said, hey, here are the deets. And like no reply. And I'm like, bro, like
ghosted.
Are you guys are coming out to California or?
Yeah.
Or it's for that tournament, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember now.
Right. So That's pretty good feedback, though, and obviously we're excited to hit them. But I'll make sure I give you my feedback when I do smoke them and lose them, because it's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit them off the tee, and they're going to go straight right.
Free advertising.
Sure, yeah.
Guerrilla marketing.
If I could jump in here with my own personal marketing story about these balls, I kind of have like this, funny story. A little bit background about my golf. I played baseball my whole life, like Brandon and Jamel from Birdies. But I switched to golf in high school. I broke my leg in high school, missed a year of baseball. Oh, there goes my lights.
Oh, we gotta do let's go to the skull chant. The skull chant.
Oh, there it goes. It doesn't work.
There we go.
Man. All right, we'll start over. So I played baseball growing up, quit in high school because I broke my leg and missed a year. And by that time I was super into golf, caught the golf bug. But I got good really quick, and I broke 80 within a year and got down to scratch within 2 years. So, now I think my best was like a +3 total, but right now I hover at 0. So I, played tournaments growing up in high school, was under the impression I can shoot low scores. I can shoot under par. I need to be playing a Pro V1. Mm-hmm. And, probably right at that time. I was playing a good ball for me. And then I got this job, and I played Pro V1 in college. I played, kind of just stuck with Pro V1 the entire time. So I show up to this new job and I move out here, and I'm kind of like, skeptical. I'm like, how good is this ball really going to be? It's like a lot of these, small direct to consumers are really not that great. And, it's a name I'm not familiar with. I'm used to Titleist, #1 ball in golf, Titleist. I shouldn't be playing anything else. And so we go out for a company outing for like a little mini tournament. And I had only been here for a week or two at this point. So I was like, man, this is sweet. And so I had not had the chance to hit the ball outside of 50 yards. So I only went to a short course or like a chipping area. And so me being arrogant, self-centered scratch golfer, I'm like, I haven't tried these off the tee yet. I've got high swing speed. We market this as help golfers break 90. I haven't shot 90 in 5 years, or, I was just being a total arrogant, selfish, bad word. But so I started playing this tournament with a Pro V1, and I was like, didn't really think anything of it. I was like, I haven't had a chance to test it. That was my excuse. Right. And, so I like 7 over through 11 holes, playing terrible, really frustrated, decide, it's probably a good time to just try this. And I threw it in, and, I proceed to birdie 4 of the last 5 holes. I chip in twice. I hole out from the greenside bunker on that last hole. I almost hole out for eagle on the 16th hole. Save my round, go from 7 under to 2 or 7 over to 2 over in the last 5 holes. So I was like, oh, well, maybe this ball is kind of good. So that was the last day I truly played a Pro V1 that I can remember in the last. So that was 2 years ago. I was shocked. So, so I started playing it more. And the biggest thing that I can truly say as someone who, can play the game pretty well, hits the ball a far ways, has higher swing speed, all the things of the higher level players that, usually gravitate towards a Pro V1 or these super expensive balls. I found it to be like pretty much no difference off the tee. It was the same distance. I wasn't really losing any distance. I actually think, on TrackMan, the Legato spins like 200 RPMs more for me on my driver. And that is like just a little bit of accuracy. So if that's, 2 yards, like that's fine. I'll take the fairway over that. But what I've truly seen is the best feature about this ball is chipping and around the greens inside of 30 yards. The amount of spin that you can generate is kind of ridiculous on this ball. It's like Rory switched to a spinnier ball this year. People are going back now to these spinnier golf balls because it's so much easier to control. And that's really what I found. So, chipping around the greens, that's the best part of this ball that I've found. But yeah, that's my spiel.
Yeah, I mean, when you go back to Pro V1 is what, $59, $60 or more for a dozen of golf balls. So we've had this conversation with so many other companies, brands that golf in general is already, and it's such an expensive sport. Just the round of golf itself is very expensive. And then you talk about all the clubs, the equipment, and like you mentioned, the golf ball is golf ball is something that you always need. That is like probably the most important piece of equipment besides, exactly. The clubs. So for you to be able to build a ball that's very comparable, kind of like what you'd said, or almost better than a Pro V1 in a sense, speaks volumes.
Yeah.
As far as like,
well, I do want to ask. So we were talking about compression a little bit ago, and it kind of got me thinking, what is the highest compression rating that you can think of on a ball? Is there like
Pro V1X left dash?
What was that?
Pro V1X left dash is like 100 and something. It's either like high 108, 109 compression, or it's in like the 110, 115. From what I can remember, I think it's over 110 because the Pro V1X is around 100-ish, I believe. They change it every year. Kind of sometimes they flip flop too. The profile of each ball. So it's always a little different, which is not that helpful, Titleist, but I'm not playing them, so it doesn't matter.
It's just interesting how different companies can just switch one thing in their golf ball, and then all of a sudden it's dramatically different ball. So
totally.
I would say I've never really looked at the compression rating of a golf ball, so I've never really thought about it. But you talking about it made me go, it makes me kind of curious now.
Yeah. And I think that goes back to the fact that the people are uneducated about the golf ball. They get fit for clubs. You get your entire bag fitted for you. Golf ball?
Thousands of dollars on clubs.
That's the thing you use every single time. You should really get a golf ball fitting. And back to your point about, it's just as good as the Titleist, if not better. I think we're the better ball for the everyday golfer, for the average golfer, because the people who are really seeing the benefits of a Pro V1 and these top tier, highest quality golf balls are the guys hitting it in the absolute center of the club face every single time, right? You're not going to see the benefit if you're not a good golfer. And so for those people, it's like, I want to buy the cheapest ball, but you still get a lot of people who are like, well, pay the brand name, and that comes with golf, right? But I think it's on my lights.
Here we go, skull chant.
There we go. I just got to slide this way every time. All right.
I hate that damn chant. The dumbest thing ever.
That's so cool.
What is that? The
skull chant with the Vikings? Yeah, I don't know. Some people I love it. Some people hate it. Dom doesn't like it. It's okay. I think it's cool. In the stadium, it's legit. But I mean, you go back to like the Titleist, Callaway, obviously they're big brands, so they dominate the TV sponsorships and all that other stuff. So that's where, again, most people are just uneducated and they see it on TV and they're like, yep, that's what I need. And I think that's kind of probably one of the hard parts of just trying to get people to understand, like, hey, you're getting the same ball or better, but it's going to be more beneficial for you.
Well, and people want what their favorite golfer uses, right? Like if you're, I guess I don't know what kind of ball Rory uses, but say you're a big Rory guy and you're like, I'm assuming he uses a Titleist ball or a TaylorMade ball, being inspired by TaylorMade. So, maybe you're like, I really want that TP5X that Rory uses, or you want the Bridgestone that Tiger uses, or whatever. So, I think,
or I want that Legato that Ben uses.
Yeah,
exactly. And that's the other thing, is that Rory and Colin and all those guys, they're not playing an off-the-shelf TP5. They're playing a custom ball that is for them, and it's printed fresh. They get the fresh prints. They get there was a clip earlier this year of Rory and Colin at TGL, at the Indoor Simulator League. And they were talking. Rory's looking down at his ball. He's like, look at this. Like the dimples almost looks like the retail version. And Colin's like, oh, dude, like
cut that, dude.
Cut. And he just immediately cut my, so it's like, yeah, come on. I think as you grow in golf, you realize those guys on tour are playing stuff that is so far beyond what is sold off the rack that, they do a great job of marketing it, and they do a great job, kudos to them. That's, the name of the game. But for people who think that they're buying Rory's ball, you're not. You're buying a different ball. So
totally different ball.
Well, it's like, I think it's like Golf Works. So every once in a while, post like this pro's driver, and it's just covered in lead tape, and it doesn't even look like
see it.
Doesn't even come.
Those driver heads. Those driver heads are tour only. They're low spin models that are not available to the public. There's so many. I could go. We could do a whole nother podcast about tour club talk if we want, but I'm not going to get into that. I'm a golf nut, man. I'm a golf nerd. I could talk forever.
Can you tell us about the Drive membership and what the benefits are?
Sure. Yeah. So our Drive membership started a couple years ago in October. We wanted to, give back to junior golf. I grew up playing some junior golf. I know how important it is for, people to support it and for companies to support it. I always thought it was the most cool thing getting, a sleeve of Pro V1s. It usually was in a golf tournament. And so our goal with that is really to, help junior golfers who are really driven to take golf to the next level. They've fallen in love with the game. They play regularly tournament golf. They're signed up to a junior golf organization where they can play tournaments regularly. That's really the kids that we are looking for. And we've got a few really great stories. One of our Drive members recently, so in California, they have a junior developmental tour that you start off on, and then you graduate up the ranks to different tours. And the very top is called the Toyota Cup. And so one of our players, who signed up on Drive on the developmental tour, just recently graduated up to the next class. And she wrote us this beautiful letter, and it was like so heart touching, and this is exactly why we do this.
Well, you're doing it, right?
It was just, so great. And another one of our members got invited to the U.S. Kids World Championships this summer, which is, if you go on Netflix, there's a movie called The Short Game. That's what that movie is about.
Okay. Yeah. I've seen that
It's great. Yeah. Yep. So he's going to go out to Pinehurst. We're going to get him out there. We're going to help him out with his travel a little bit and get him, repping Legato out there. So just stuff like that, I think is so important, just to give back and, invest in the future of golf. Right. And, yeah, that's the Drive. It's a great program.
Yeah, I like your guys' website too. It's very
thank you.
It's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy, but it's still got kind of that cool aesthetic look to it. I like it.
And for Derek being
we've got
older,
a great design.
I'm old, I can't figure out this interweb, world wide web. What the hell?
That's why you have a Chromebook. I don't.
Yeah.
Man, I had a Chromebook in high school, man.
Yeah, come on now. Okay. I am an iPhone guy.
If you guys want to feel old, my 10-year reunion is Saturday.
Mine's in I got a few years till mine.
I'm just a baby.
I think you both are still just babies. But in any case, so Drive membership.
You're a baby too.
I am. It's free, correct? Or is it you just have to
it is free.
Form? How does someone sign up?
Yeah.
How do we sign up?
We're 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
How do we sign up?
I am 12. Yeah.
I am 12.
I'm
playing a tournament this weekend, 4-person scramble.
I'm the ringer.
You would be shocked at how many of those we got. So when we first started it was very, not that organized because we are a small team over here. So it's like me, I set it up. And so I was going in, I was checking everything. But the way to sign up. So if you have a junior golfer, if you're a mom or dad, you got a junior golfer who is in tournament golf, is registered with Southern California PGA Junior League or Idaho Junior Golf or Montana Junior Golf, anything. We have a full list of qualifying organizations there that you can find in the form. Get your parent to sign you up, or you can, sign it yourself and get your parents to sign it. And then you'll need to list your the golf organization that you're a part of, your proof of membership. So you need to upload like your receipt. Every year you got to pay a membership fee. So like the most recent membership proof, and then most recent tournament score, preferably in the last 6 months. We like to, just to make sure that they're actively competing.
Yeah.
And then there's a few, legal stuff for parents to fill out and stuff like that. And then we just review it internally here, and then get back to the applications the following month. So we'll do a little cycle of application approval and then cycle to next month.
That's so cool. That's actually like, I love that. I didn't really get into golf until I was like 18, 19 years old. Like I played it probably 2 or 3 times as a kid, but it just didn't really stick with me until like when I was graduating high school. I like just fell in love with it, and I like literally just wanted to just eat, breathe, sleep. It was all golf, Obsessed with it.
That bug is crazy.
It is, and I think it's just so cool that you guys are the benefit.
I just love the slide.
Yeah, it's very cool. So you deliver a dozen golf balls essentially every month, right?
Yeah. So they'll get a dozen balls every month, and it lasts for a year. So we wish we could supply everybody forever, but you sign up, it lasts for 1 year, and then after that, we are unable to continue, just for obvious reasons. But yeah, I mean, it's great, and I think just doing that, even for having it for a year, I think if that can motivate a kid to really invest into golf and is like, man, this company's believing in me, I think I can do this. I believe in myself. So that is, worth it too. That's awesome.
I love that. Can you tell us about the other 2 brands that you have on your website? And I don't really want to butcher the names, but Tom, I think you had it correctly.
No. So when I got, Derek's like, okay, when you got the box, who did it say it from? And I look at it, I think the Twins just did a thing.
I think they did, yeah.
I'm being a phone guy, tablet guy. I'm like, oh, I thought it said Spigen. I don't think it's Spigen. I think it's Spigen.
You said it right the first time. It's Spigen.
Is it Spigen?
Okay, that's what I was going to go with.
There's another brand called Spigen, and they just spell it differently. They make phone cases. But it's Spigen Golf and then Maggot.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about those if you're...
Okay. So Spigen is our parent company. So we work with them on a lot of stuff, which is great. Our rangefinder cases are made by them. And then, so we have Spigen Golf stuff, which is the rangefinder cases with AirTag in there. That is like, that's one of the most underrated products in golf I think I've ever seen. They're slept on totally. I've got one and I love it. And I try to sell it to everybody because it's like phenomenal. I've lost 5 rangefinders in my life. It's like, I've had friends lose mine and it sucks. So having an AirTag in there is awesome.
The main rangefinder I use has Bluetooth built in. So if I leave it somewhere, it'll like buzz my phone nonstop. And people are like, John, why are you always on your phone? And I'm like, because I don't want to lose my rangefinder.
Which rangefinder is that?
It is the Precision Pro Titan Elite.
Oh, okay.
You can hook it up to, they have an app, and then if you leave it, you put in the app, it uses a GPS, and it figures out what course you're on, because the rangefinder itself will tell you what hole you're on, the elevation, and everything. So if you were to like throw it in the grass and drive away, it would say, hey, it's on hole 3.
It's in the woods.
Because I forget things. The amount of stuff I have lost or left, I'm also paranoid I'll leave it on like the outside of my car.
Well, the other thing too would be like for like speakers, Bluetooth speakers, because I've actually left my speaker before.
Tell them that's what we need, because that's something I would buy. Because
Bluetooth speaker with a
Bluetooth speaker with the AirPod with the AirTag. I like that.
You got these really cool ones from like a French company. Gone forever.
They're like little round ones, and they're magnetic. But
I have one of those.
Really cool.
Is it pinned?
No. So we're doing custom ones for our event with them. But these ones are even smaller than that.
Yeah, they fit like a little like baggy, like a They're pretty teeny.
It was super cool. It had like a built-in GPS and everything. You would push a button, it'll tell you the yardage. Precision Pro does that as well. It's super cool. But then I'm like, I got home. I'm like, I'll plug it and charge it. And I'm like, it's on the golf cart.
Gone. Somebody got a souvenir.
It is gone.
And then Maggot. So what can you kind of describe that or explain a little bit about what?
Yeah, that is our rangefinder strap side brand. We, kind of integrated. We had a strap underneath the Spigen Golf brand name, but we're working on some other cool stuff with the Maggot brand name. So we're going. I don't know if I can say anything yet, but so right now we have the rangefinder straps. We've got some cool stuff coming up that will be magnet related for the golf cart.
Okay.
Sweet.
No, that's yeah.
What can I tease? I want to tease. We got something coming out next month. I guess I can tease it now. I'll just tease it a little bit. We have like this really awesome phone mount coming out soon. So I don't know if you've seen other people with these like crazy contraptions on their golf carts for their phone. Yeah. It's like, dude, every phone has MagSafe now. Let's just do that. So we've got this really sweet thing coming out. It's about this tall and it's a circle and it's like a hockey puck and it extends out magnet on your phone. So that's all I can say. But that is pretty sweet.
I like that.
That one is going to be awesome. And, so that really helps with us working with Spigen as a parent because they do all this stuff for their tech brand, for the tech accessories and everything. So we have like some really great quality, stuff to use in the golf space that, is super nice to transfer over from like blending like the tech, all the usability and stuff like that in tech, I think sometimes gets missed sometimes with little golf things. So hoping to bring some cool stuff with that one. It'll be exciting.
That's awesome. Do you plan on doing releasing a new golf ball anytime soon, or as far as maybe like logoed balls, custom golf balls, anything like that in the near future?
Well, the ball that you've got is our new ball. Okay. So we've been selling a different one for the past 3 years, and we just came out with this. It looks pretty similar to the original ball. The logo is different, and we added some extra features. We went back. We got a lot of feedback on the feel of the ball off the putter. Multiple times I got feedback saying it's like, oh, the ball kind of feels dead like I don't feel the ball that much off the putter face. But other than that, it's like everywhere else, it's great. I love it. That's one thing I noticed. And I kept seeing that message a few times in reviews and stuff. So when we were getting ready for this new ball, that was one of the things we talked about. So there's 3 big changes with this ball compared to the original. So the first big change is the urethane cover blend is slightly different, and that improves the feel, not only on the putting, but with everything. It's great. It also gets a little bit better spin and control. Ball flight's a little bit more stable. Just all around better. I think it actually juiced me up a few yards too. I think it's like 10 yards farther on some shots I was getting. I was kind of shocked. I had a few irons fly way too far.
Fixes my slice, I'm in.
Wait, lights again. All right. and so that was the first change. So new urethane cover, really, that's the biggest change to the new ball. And then second biggest change is the bowl track line. We used to only have a single line there, and now we've got those 2 horizontal lines on the side too. Yep. That really, really helps with just consistent putting alignment. I'm not really somebody who's much of a checkpoint person, but I think there's a lot of people who, check points in their setup. And so having that line there, it's like you can make a checkpoint. It's like, oh, I need that line inside of, my foot or something like that. It also helps you know where the putter face is square. So if like that, lines are crazy, you can adjust with the putter face. And then third change is the logo, is the refreshed, modern looking cursive. I think it's pretty smart looking.
Very clean, very sleek. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Did
the name itself, like the first ball that you had was the LTX 3085? Is that like also
same name? Yeah. Same. We just want to keep the family going. Just make it a little bit better. Kind of, similar. Not like Pro V1 kind of does that, but they did it for a total they did it because it was like the ball just went crazy popular, right? So we're just doing it because it's the same ball. So construction wise, the 3085 signifies 3-piece 85 compression. So that is it's the same profile, same spec of the ball, just slightly refined, to just perform a little bit better. So
gotcha. Yeah. We had was it Bomb Tech wedges on 2 weeks ago, and I think it's funny. We talk about like the big companies, how like they're always pushing it's the greatest next piece of equipment. So you'd like kind of force you to like you
Totally.
need this, right? And I think it's just like you had mentioned, like you'd seen all the reviews and the comments about how like, hey, everything feels great but the putting, and I think that's important that you're still you're not pumping out a new ball every 6 months or a new product it's more or less just like we've already have something kind of what we need, and it's more or less just kind of trying to keep perfecting it, right?
Yeah, if we did a new ball every 6 months, I don't think we'd be in business.
Well, some of those brands, they just like they have.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I totally know
what I mean.
I mean, it's kind of like a car, right? So like
every year,
like the last car I had was a half-year car. So some parts from my car were from 2011, and some parts were from 2010.
Are you drive a Golf?
What?
Oh, the Volkswagen Golf.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you said half because I was like, "What? You drive like a Mark 7.5, something like that?"
No. I had a Hyundai.
I drive a Golf.
I had an Elantra Touring, which those over in Europe they're like have like a cult following. 19-year-old crashed into me and totaled my car. I was pissed.
Oh no.
Oh no. And so my headlights, the shell and everything, 2011. The bulbs it needed, 2010. Could not put 2011 bulbs. Weirdest fucking thing. But I love that car to pieces. I hope whoever has her, rest in peace, Bianca, but I hope whoever bought her treats her well. She wasn't dead, but like my insurance company's like, she's dead. And I'm like, she's not even cold yet. And then
What's the new car's name?
I don't have a new car. I work in the running industry, so like I have a work van.
Oh,
he's got a pair of running shoes and he just runs here.
I thought he was going to say you just run to work or
no. They gave me I like a little work van, but that kind of leads into what I was saying or what I wanted to say, or where I thought Derek was going.
I was gonna.
A lot of these bigger companies are afraid to innovate for some reason, which is really frustrating because they're the ones who should be the ones innovating. They should be leading the charge. They have all the R&D budget. They've got all the sales money. Little companies like you and Bomb Tech are the ones listening to consumers and going, hey, we hear you. We appreciate all the feedback. Let's tweak it a little bit, right? Because when I was talking to Brennan and Jomel, I don't remember who said it, but one of them's like, I don't like the feel of it off the putter. It just feels soft. And then they were saying that they feel like they don't hit the ball quite the way that the stroke says they do. Like, it's just not quite as hard. So like one of my favorite companies in the running realm is Mizuno. And obviously we all know Mizuno for their high-end golf clubs and everything. Their running stuff is the smallest part of Mizuno. The biggest part is baseball. Their running shoes, bar none, are the most durable shoes I've ever seen. And they're also the most secretive I've ever seen. But every year they come back to the market and they're like, hey, we listened to everybody's feedback. We improved this, and this. And here's the new product. And every year it is one of the biggest like sleeper shoes out there. And that just kind of makes me think about, you guys with the golf ball, little simple things with the marker, little simple things with the logo, and then just the polyurethane. You don't have to tweak much. I've been playing with one. I need to fidget. I don't know. It's my ADD. It almost feels like the dimples are a little bit deeper than I'm used to as well. Like it feels very coarse, but in a good way, if that makes sense. I feel like some balls are getting kind of smooth, and this one has like a really nice like feel to it. But again, it's always like the small companies that are like, hey, we can improve on this. How do we do it? Let's listen to the consumers and blah, blah, blah. So
I think Callaway doesn't really care about what that consumer is saying. Right. I could care less.
Right. So I always
push it out anyway.
I always appreciate when companies are like, hey, like, let's listen to them. Let's take it.
Yeah.
I'm excited to try these because just me playing with it, it feels good.
Yeah. It's I can't like, if, it's tough. It's like, if you want like a scratch golfer's opinion, It's a damn good ball. It's a fantastic ball. And that's about all I can try to do to convince anybody, because it's tough out here, man. Nobody, everybody wants to. I think that's the other thing is like the golfers, we're all so wrapped up in our own heads. We all think we know better than everybody else. So that's like the other hardest part about trying to convince people is like, I could know what I'm talking about, and I could do a great job of explaining exactly what I'm talking about and exactly why this other person is wrong, or, or whatever other opinion is wrong. And I will still get the, oh no, you're wrong. Actually, this is that. I get that a lot. I do, on my personal account, I do little social media for fun on the side, because I'm already doing it for Legato, so might as well, right? I do like a series, and it's like golf tips that I wish I knew before I was a zero handicap. And it's nothing, I'm not like going super in-depth instruction. It's just some simple text, and it's like mostly tiny little feel things and little tiny things that I've picked up on over the years, and golf knowledge that is sharing the wealth of golf knowledge. Yep. But I'll get people all the time to just contradict. So that's the landscape. That's golf. You just got to keep rolling with it. You can't take anybody seriously. Well, take them seriously, but, take their words for, face value, and really, don't look too deep into it. Cause, at the end of the day, nobody really knows what anybody's talking about.
Right. I think naturally too, most people just in anything don't like change. And I think sometimes that's like you said, you could give them the perfect pitch, and it's like, hey, I'm trying to help you, not trying to just make a sale kind of a thing. And it's like people are just kind of turned off from change, regardless if it's better for them or not.
So, well, and I think a lot of it has to do with like your buddies, right? Like my buddies are like, oh, you don't know anything about golf. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I'm literally talking to companies on a weekly basis about their products, right? It's like, I might pull up using this ball, and they'll be like, oh, it's no calorie, it's no Pro V1. And I'm like, dude, I'm going to lose this ball the same way I'm going to lose that Titleist ball. It's going to go in that water the exact same. It's, you know what I mean? It's going to hit the cart path the exact same.
It's going to spin a little bit more when you do it, though. And that is just,
it's going to be
kick out of the water when he hits it, and the water will spit back out.
That'd be sick. Maybe it'll skip.
But the new ones actually float too. No.
I was like, damn, I got to go get a net.
That'll be April Fool's next year.
I don't know how that would work. That'd be sick.
You wouldn't be able to hit the ball very far.
I'd be out there with like a butterfly net, just like reaching into every pond, be like, get my ball back.
Ben, is there anything that maybe you want to mention that we haven't really covered yet? We'll do some quick rapid fire questions here to wrap this up. We really do appreciate your time, but if there's something that you want to mention that we might have missed, please feel free to add that.
Yeah. All I gotta say is I'm really lucky to do what I do. And I'm so thankful to, to do this. Like, I would never think of this as a thing that I was going to be doing, is getting invited to a podcast. And I'm really lucky that I get to goof off on camera for a golf ball brand that, I'm in my dream job basically. And I got it right out of college. So, I'm super fortunate for what I do. And I just really want to say thank you to like the whole community, you guys, everybody on Instagram and TikTok who has, grown with us. We're still small, but I'm trying to grow. So, I just really appreciate everybody there. I've gotten a ton of great, feedback and kind words from everybody about the stuff that we're doing over here. So that's just really nice. And it's rewarding to get that feedback. So that's all.
I goof off on camera too. On my personal page, I was the one who tested all the Bomb Tech wedges and everything. Yeah. So they sent me 52, 56, 60, and 72. So I did like a play hole with me, and I got to one shot. I'm like, okay, cool. We're X number of yards out. Let me take the 72. I'm talking about it. I swing and I shanked that golf ball like 40 yards left. And I look back at the camera as I'm walking away. I'm like, I shanked it. Yeah. And then that was the clip. And I'm like, I'm not going to use it for the review because I did a really good hole prior. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, fuck, that's too good not to post. So I put it on my personal page where like a lot of my personal stuff is like my photography and stuff. So like, it didn't get as much engagement, but I was like, hell yeah, that's
That's the
awesome.
stuff.
God, I shanked
Funny,
that ball. That was good
funny
shank.
thing about Bomb Tech, kind of first full circle moment. Sorry, can't talk. When I was in high school, I started a golf YouTube channel because I saw Rick Shields and doing this, and this was before any of that good stuff came out. So I really have regret of not continuing my YouTube, because I could have been, one of the first there. Anyways, probably not. But anyways, I, as like a 15, 16-year-old, started reaching out to all these golf companies. Like, oh, send me free stuff. I get those messages now that working at Legato, which is really funny. It's like, oh, I know exactly where this kid is at right now. And I know I've lived this kid's life. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, but I reached out to Bomb Tech and they're like, yeah, like, do like a video. And so they sent me some clubs and I did like a thing for them, and it was probably terrible. I don't think they were that happy with it. So sorry to Bomb Tech for my 16-year-old self, but I thought they were great. They were good stuff.
Yeah, no, my reel for them did better than I thought it would do. And like the comments on it are like the funniest thing, because it's a bunch of like companies that I've grown close with, and they're just like, it's all reels with like the hair being flown. And I think Stogies and Bogies was like just here for the swing. And then I think Four Bros is like here for that ass. And it's just me in a hoodie. And I'm like, yeah, thanks guys. So it's it's the little things on social media that make it fun. But no, I don't know. I try not to ask for things, but I was like, I gotta try these things, man. And it's
fun.
It's a good club.
Yeah, right, it's fun when brands do that. Oh, sorry.
No.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. I was just saying. I just think it's really fun when brands humanize themselves and totally just out of pocket stuff. Sometimes I think that stuff's hilarious. So I try to do that, but yeah, it's good.
No, it's fun when you can relate to a brand, right? Like we also work with Omnix with our bags and everything, and they're like Asian inspired, very like fashion forward and everything. And it's like, whenever I need anything, I know who I can email and I know they're going to email me back. Yep. And it's generally a product that, we both use the bags.
Yeah, I love it.
And they're donating 4 of them for our event. And they didn't ask for a video or anything, but, we did something with Bag Boy where our first trip, I was like, hey, we don't have like bags for our golf clubs. Would you be open to send us a couple? And they're like, if you make 3 reels, we'll send you 2. And I was like, where the hell do I sign? And I got like a contract with like the highlighted parts. I'm like, done. So what I did was I flipped it and I made it into like how to protect your golf clubs when traveling.
Nice.
So that was kind of my little mini series. And then I found out my 8-iron was actually bent because of the travel.
Oh. Oh no, not that good of job protecting it, did you?
It's just an 8-iron. I didn't use it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good. At least it was only at least it wasn't a drive or anything.
Yeah.
Okay, Ben, here we go. We're doing some rapid fire questions. I'll start with the first one. Favorite course that you played, and what is one course that you'd love to play that you haven't played?
Favorite course that I've played is Royal Birkdale in Southport, England. That was where Jordan Spieth won the Open in 2017.
Sick.
And then one course I would love to play. I'll go the Old Course, Scotland. Yeah. Yeah.
How'd you hit it when you played that course in England?
That was the hardest course I've ever played in my life.
Yeah.
So that I was my mom is from the UK, so I have a ton of family over there. So I played it with my uncle and his friend who's a member there, and I had rental set and I played. I think I shot 87. That was the worst round of golf I had played in.
Shot an 87.
Yeah.
I'm sure that would have.
That's like my best round. 67. That is my best round.
Hey, yeah, that's what makes golf great. Is like it's like. It's universe. Like you can do whatever at whatever level and still find satisfaction in it. Right. It's like, I sometimes hate that because I'm at a point where it's like, I spiral out of control over the smallest little things. And other people are like, relax, dude. It's like, just golf. And I'm like,
just golf and have some fun.
I'm that person where it's like, I lost 3 balls that hole. And I'm like, I could lose 2 on the next hole and be like,
Exactly.
Improvement.
Yeah. But you hit that shot really, really good into the woods. It was
really
great
It took a few tries, but that ball went super duper straight.
That thing got over that tree. Yesterday, it didn't get over that tree.
and I was looking at it as a few more shots, I'll be in that hole.
That's right.
In theory.
Have you ever hit a hole in one?
No, never. I had a COVID hole in one. I had at my home course back home in Tucson, instead of pool noodles during COVID, they put like PVC piping, like the plastic plumber piping in there. Yep. Just a little piece. And I flew one in the cup and it hit that plastic and flew 50 yards out and I made bogey. So no, never.
Oh, I've
been close. I've been this close to a hole in one on a par 4. I was.
Oh, that's funny.
Really?
I was that close. I've had a bunch of close calls.
Did you end up birdieing that hole then, or?
No. Easy eagle. I've had a bunch of eagles. I've had I don't know, more than a dozen eagle hole outs probably. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, no hole in ones.
Don, go ahead. You can ask the next, whichever one you want. There's only a couple left, but
I know. I'm curious. What's your favorite club in your bag?
Probably be my driver. Probably the driver. That's my strength.
What type of driver do you have?
He's got the super top secret Legato driver.
He's got the Legato that's all taped up.
Yeah,
can't see what it is. Like that. Did you see that
driver, but it says Legato in paint.
That was our April Fool's this year, was the driver, and it got so many people. I did like a pre-order link and everything. I got a few people. My driver, I've got a TaylorMade QI10 LS. It's stupid low loft. It's like 7.5 degrees of loft with the super stiff shaft.
Good Lord.
But that's my favorite club. That's my strength in my game, is off the tee. It's pretty long, pretty straight.
I have really fancy putter. I can't say anything.
I'll let you ask this.
You do? What do you have?
I have the Mizuno OMOI Type 2.
Is that the half moon shape?
No, mine is the normal blade.
Oh, okay.
But it's blue.
I was going to say the next is blue.
Blue. It has
I know what putter you're talking
purple
about.
in it, you know?
Yeah.
I love that club. I hate the grip. I need it re-gripped because I don't like fat grips. I have a ping grip I need to put on it.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
But I hate really chunky grips I think Ping has mastered the pistol grip. I'm going to throw that thing on there. I just have to do it. But
that's some elite ball knowledge there, that the ping grip is fire. Tiger was playing a Scotty with a ping grip. I was playing ping grip on any putter. That's good stuff.
Well, ping is my favorite putter. When I grew up and I got my first putter, it was ping, and it was the Karsten Answer 2.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And ever since then, I've been sent putters, but I'm still chasing that ping. And I love the feel of the Mizuno. I love the look. I love the feel. I'm very confident over the ball with it. But the grip just makes my hands feel kind of weird. You know what I mean? So it's almost like I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know what to do with them. If you don't chew big red, if you don't chew big red, then fuck you. So I just gotta cut it off and put the ping grip on there. I just don't want to be the one to do it, because I'll put it on crooked or inside out or something.
Inside out, yeah. Why did it say GINP?
Yeah, why is the dude upside down? I gotta throw that thing on there. It's gonna be a mess. Yeah. People are gonna be like, "What the hell is that?" I'd be like, "It's mine. Leave me alone." My other favorite question to ask is, what's your walk-up song? Like hole one, big event. What are you walking up to?
Oh, man. I like rap. I'm a big rap guy, hip hop. So I would probably have to go something with that. Give me, oh man.
No pressure.
So you think about it, but Key Glock just dropped his new album, Glockavelli. I'm walking. I know you don't know.
I've heard of the name Key Glock. There's actually a really good song that I like of his.
Is it Gang Shit, No Lame Shit? That's a banger.
I don't know.
What is this?
I'm gonna walk up to a Made Away by Key Glock.
Okay, I'm gonna do. What was that? I'm gonna do Halftime by Young Thug. That's my walk-up song. I like that. I've been listening to that song again lately. It's an older one, but
let's go.
Oh no, dude, you gotta listen to gang shit, no lame shit.
Okay. Otherwise, this other one too. I got From Nothing. That's the other one that I
That's a
was
good
thinking.
one.
But
Dude, he released a whole album on like the second. And the
nice.
thing bangs.
Honestly, when you said
Rockabilly.
for the big event, I was, you know, what song popped up was "Love It When You Call Me Big Pop." Old school B.I.G.
Yeah.
That's what the way
That
you
would
said
be
it.
good.
I'm
That
like,
would be good.
More of a
throwback
pop guy.
class. Me too.
Oh,
Biggie's
with some
got
Beastie
some
Boys. I
jams.
love the Beastie Boys. Yeah, I'm actually gonna go Fight for Your Right. Beastie Boys. That's my
There you
favorite.
go.
Lock it in.
Like that.
There you
Lock it
go.
in.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's just been nothing but Key Glock for me lately. I listened to him on my way home.
Okay, this is kind of a newer question that we've had, but one word to describe the Legato golf community.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's just said heartwarming.
I said that already. No, yeah.
Hey,
just awesome. Yeah.
we really appreciate your time, man. Hopefully you enjoyed the podcast. You did great, by the way. I love you doing the Skull chants. That really worked out nice. I didn't know you're such a Vikings fan, but I appreciate that.
It's okay. I'm not.
Go
either.
Dolphins. Fins up, baby.
Okay. No, that's definitely worse.
Oh, no.
But we always end on a food-related question. So, Dom, go ahead and take it away.
Oh my God! There's no fucking way you just did the Dolphins.
Fantastic.
You're a Dolphins fan?
I am.
I'm so sorry.
Oh man, yeah, me too.
QB throws up gang signs when he gets knocked out.
Yeah, that was. Oh gosh, I hate seeing him go down. It's like, oh.
What's that movie where they have like the concussions? Like they're keeping track of tally of all the concussions that they get. Is that a Varsity Blues? I think that's Varsity Blues.
I don't know.
That's an old movie. You guys probably never.
It might be Blue Mountain State, maybe.
That's what I was thinking was Bloom because that sounds like something they would do.
There's such a great show. Yeah.
There's like where it's like how many he's like getting close to like the concussions. That's Tua right there.
Did you hear that they're rebooting it?
Blue Mountain State?
Yeah.
Are they really? Well, they did the show in the movie, right?
Yeah. I heard a rumor that they're rebooting it for another season.
Well, now
which is funny because now
Castle's
Thad Castle's
like Jack
fucking
Reacher. Yeah. That's crazy.
We get it.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to see that. That's funny.
We get it. So if we're ever in your neck of the woods, which it sounds like we will kind of be in the near future.
Yeah.
Walk us through where you would go for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Oh man, dude, this is so. You asked like the worst person. I cook a lot at home. For breakfast. So can I stretch a little bit down to San Diego? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, I know people in San Diego.
Okay, cool. I'm a big Mexican food fan. I'm a big Mexican food fan. And yeah.
Sorry.
I think
go ahead.
The Mexican food in San Diego is great. There's some great Mexican spots in Santa Ana, so I'll include one of those. So for breakfast, we're going down to San Diego, Pacific Beach, Oscar's Mexican seafood. We're getting bluefin tuna ceviche. We're getting steak breakfast burrito tacos. And we're getting some, fish tacos for breakfast. That's like
really phenomenal. Really starting the day off with a bang here.
A lot of mercury.
Absolutely phenomenal. Yeah. And for lunch, oh man. For lunch, if I do a big breakfast, I'm more of like a late lunch, small dinner. So I'll go late lunch. We'll go get a quick sandwich at Mendocino Farms, kind of a newer place I've tried. It's newer to me in California, but good sandwiches, nice craft beers on tap. It's good. And then for dinner, we'll go Salerno's in Laguna Beach, little Italian spot, get some pasta, phenomenal seafood pasta, phenomenal. What is it? Pepe de Chow. What is that one?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So to wrap it up, then we got to go to Blue Fire Brewery. We got to get a big thing of La Cheve from Los Golferos. They have their own beer with Blue Fire because Ralph is in San Diego, where the other guys are in like the LA area. But I believe it's brewing and available right now. But it's La Cheve, so it's a Mexican style lager. I drank like half a pony keg. I swear to God,
that's good.
It's very good.
Okay, one last question because we're talking about golf and where we're gonna or food Where would we go play golf if we're in the neck of the woods? Get a little tea time.
Little hidden
money
gem.
you willing to spend? Some expensive golf out here, man. I would. If you come here, you got to go play the ranch at Laguna Beach. It used to be called Ben Brown, and they've got like 3 different names for it. But it's a great little 9-hole short course right off Pacific Coast Highway in Laguna Beach. Phenomenal. Like you're in these canyons, it fogs over all the time. You get to see mist. Beautiful little course. Got to go there. It's expensive for 9 holes, but it's fun. And then I would go. I really like Strawberry Farms in Irvine.
I've heard of that course.
It's beautiful. Yeah. I think that's a fun track. One of the better tests too. There's a lot of short courses out here in California that.
Just out of curiosity, like what's like the going rate for like around like there's like 150 to 200 around, or is it more than that?
Like 180, I think. I think it's 180. Okay. Pelican's like $350 side.
That's Pelican Hill, right?
Yeah, Monarch Beach is $300 too.
I stayed at a place many years ago. It was like one of those like townhouse resorts or whatever. We stayed on Pelican. Is it Pelican Hill? Is it or Pelican Bay? Pelican Hill, I think is what it's called.
Yeah, Pelican Hill. Yeah.
I could see it. Yeah. I could see it from the distance. It was sick, but yeah, it was uber expensive. I didn't go, but
I've only played the North Course there and I got gift cards. I played for free, but yeah, I'm never paying. Never going unless I'm getting paid for.
We're playing Tierra Rajada.
Oh yeah, I just played there. I just played there like 3 weeks ago. It's great. It's a cool golf course.
We're doing a breakfast burritos in the morning too.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, it's kind of crazy elevation changes sometimes, but really, really cool. If you, I hope you're playing with somebody who's played there before, because I played there for the first time and I was there's a lot of blind tee shots that you need to know.
I don't know. There's like 10 of us going, and Ralph called me. He's like, "Do you want to do a breakfast burrito or like a box lunch?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" Because like I was not prepared. And he's like, "Well, I'm emailing the course and they said that we can get a breakfast burrito or a box lunch with our round." And I'm like, "Give me the breakfast burrito
for sure."
Yeah, totally. I didn't try any of the food, but it's a cool golf course. It's a fun one. You should like it.
Nice. Well, nice to meet you, man. Appreciate it. I said hopefully you enjoyed the podcast. Great job.
Yeah, it was cool. Hope I did okay. So much, hopefully you don't have to edit too much out.
No, we're all good, man.
I don't know how to edit.
It's all raw, baby.
Basically, yeah. No, I'm not even kidding. I put for those still listening, I don't edit this. There's no like beeps. There's no nothing. It's not that I don't know how and I don't want to learn. It's I'm busy. I don't have time. No, it's all raw. I put a filter on it and then I put in AI generator for reels and then I go to bed.
Beautiful. That's a good little recipe you got there then. Well,
yeah.
Thanks for everybody for listening. Go buy Legato golf balls. I got one plug. If anybody's still listening, you could plug this earlier too if you want.
I don't know.
That's right. I forgot you don't edit. From now until May 11th, if anybody watching this or listening to this wants to buy some of the Legato golf balls, you can use code BENBOGO and you could buy one, get one free. That's BENBOGO, BENBOGO. That's my ad read. That was pretty good.
We'll make sure when we post it, we'll also put the
oh, cool. Well, yeah.
If you want to, I don't know.
You know what's funny? I definitely know how to move clips around.
Yeah.
I don't think I will, but maybe it's a little treat for those who stayed and listened the entire time.
Exactly. We'll make it that. We'll make it the treat for the people.
There we go.
Take care, man. Nice to meet you. Have a good night.
Thanks, you guys. I appreciate it. That was fun. Good talking.
Thanks.